Hey guys, C Play Gaming here, and today I have a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 gameplay for you guys on the map Resistance. I'm using the MK14 with a red dot sight, only because this was the only attachment I had for this gun when I got this gameplay, and I wanted to use the gun and try to get some more attachments and different things for it. And I'm posting this video because one of the first videos I posted for MW3 was a video called P90's Beast, and that got a very positive response to it. A lot of people seem to really like that video, and I'm probably going to title this MK14 as Beast and maybe try to start a series because it just seemed to be a video that a lot of people liked and that I enjoyed posting because I just got a high score with a gun and was running around with it. But that's not the topic I wanted to talk about in my commentary right now, this video. What I wanted to talk about, because this is a pretty long commentary, is how I got into gaming and then eventually YouTube. And before I get started, there might be a change in video quality, hopefully for the better, because I did change some settings when I was with my PVR and wires and my TV and whatever. So it might be a little different because of that, and hopefully it's for the better. I thought it looked better, so I hope that's how it looks for other people too. But how I got into gaming, probably since I was 4 years old, I was playing video games with the Super Nintendo because of my cousins. I didn't own it, my cousins did, and when I would go to their house, I would love to play it, and I enjoyed playing the Super Nintendo a lot. I mostly played games like Super Mario Bros. I think 2 or something, I don't remember, and Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Country, which was a really good game. I remember I would always love playing those games, and eventually my cousins did give it to me, but that was not for a while later, and then I eventually gave it back. But after I played the Super Nintendo, I eventually got the Nintendo 64 for my own, for me and my brother to use, and I got this right after my basement was finished, and that's where I still play my Xbox today. And with the Nintendo 64, the first game I got was Super Mario 64, which was a really good game, but games I also played besides Mario 64, Super Mario 64 was Donkey Kong 64, Super Smash Bros. That game I remember I loved playing so much, and games like Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, those are just games I like playing a lot on the Nintendo 64. And then after the Nintendo 64, I eventually got the Nintendo GameCube. If you haven't noticed, I played a lot of Nintendo games before I got into any other consoles like the Xbox or PlayStation consoles, but I don't really think those were out yet. But then I eventually got into the GameCube, and I had so much fun with the GameCube. I had so many games of all different categories. I just enjoyed playing it a lot. And one of my favorite games, or probably my favorite game for the Nintendo GameCube, was a game called Super Smash Bros. Melee. It was pretty much the follow-up to the game Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 64, because that was a really good game and had really good responses to it, so they made another one, and I loved playing that game as well. And also on the Nintendo GameCube, that's where I started playing Zelda games. I first got The Legend of Zelda and The Wind Waker for the GameCube. That was the first Zelda game I ever played, and later I got the Ocarina of Time for the GameCube, and I just started playing that again for the fun of it in my room, because I sometimes need to watch videos when I'm uploading and just make sure they're uploading and don't stop or whatever. And after that, or not really after that, still when I had the GameCube, I got a PlayStation 2 actually, and I got this from my cousins, and they just got the newer version of the PlayStation 2. If you don't know, there were 2 PlayStation 2s. The older one was fatter, and the newer one was a thinner version. They had the older one, which was thicker, and that wasn't really working for them so well. So they got a newer one, and they let us take the older one home to see if we could get it to work. And at first, it did work. I was able to play some PlayStation 2 games. I wasn't really too good at it, because I wasn't used to the controller after playing the GameCube controller and having two joysticks and that kind of stuff. But I did play it, but eventually it just pretty much died out and wasn't really working anymore. And I went back to the GameCube and played all the games that I had in the past and maybe even some new ones. And then after the GameCube, I got the Nintendo Wii, and I still have that. And if you don't know the Wii, that was such a new thing when it first came out with the motion sensors and movement and all of that. And I thought it was just really cool when I got it, and I had a lot of fun with it. And on the Wii was when I actually got my first Call of Duty game, Call of Duty 3, and I don't think there was a multiplayer, I don't even know, but I just played it for the campaign and really enjoyed it, and that was a really good time. And I also just got the new Zelda game, The Legend of Zelda and the Skyward Sword 2 for the Wii, meaning I still play it, and it's still an enjoyable thing to do. But then about 4 years ago was when I actually got the Xbox 360, which I still play today and still enjoy playing it. And the first game I ever had for it was Halo 3, and that wasn't the first Halo game I got. The actual first shooter game I got was Halo Combat Evolved, and I got that for the PC, but I didn't really play too much of that. But first Xbox game I got was Halo 3. Wasn't too good. Eventually I got better. Now I can say I'm a pretty decent Halo player now, but I didn't start off so good. But I had a lot of fun playing that game, and I still played it years afterwards. And now I moved on to Halo Reach if I play Halo games, and I had a lot of fun with that game, Halo Reach. I beat it solo legendary, and that was just a really fun game in my opinion. And then the first Call of Duty game I got was actually Call of Duty 3 for the Xbox, but I didn't play that too much. But when I did, it was just the campaign. But I eventually got COD 4 for the Xbox, and I got that about, I'm not even sure, a few months after it came out. And I remember when I got it, I didn't really even like the game. I was just terrible at it. I didn't see what was so fun about it, but I guess it was just because I was bad, and the multiplayer, I just kept dying and stuff. But I just kept trying to play it because my brother liked it, and I had friends who enjoyed it, and I didn't really see what was so great about it at the time. I remember it took me a week to get 25 kills for one gun, and that was the only gun I used the whole game, and I finally got the red dot sight. But I eventually got better at the game and started doing better and just having more fun with it. And now I still play Call of Duty games, and I really enjoy them. And I always do think back to that moment, the first time I got a COD game, Call of Duty 4, and I just really did not enjoy it at all. But now I do, and I really love playing Call of Duty games. But yeah, that's pretty much that. And right there, that was a terrible death. I was just looking at that for 1 sec. But going back to video games, last year I got a PlayStation 3, and I play that sometimes, not as much as my Xbox, but I got a PlayStation 3, and I do have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 for it, and I'm not too good at it, but I do enjoy playing it because I'm not used to the controller or anything. But that's really not, well, that's not really how I want to finish this commentary. How I want to finish it is how I got into YouTube. About 6 months before Black Ops came out, I started getting into YouTube, and that was when Modern Warfare 2 was being posted. I just enjoyed playing Modern Warfare 2 at the time, and I just started getting into YouTube at the time too. And I remember I wanted to start doing YouTube just for the fun of it. When I learned people actually made money off of it, I was shocked. I had no idea how that could possibly be possible, but I just never really saw it as anything to do for money, but I just really wanted to do it for the fun of it. So in February, when Black Ops came out this year, February, I got my PVR and uploaded my first video on February 22nd, and that's how I got where I am today. Where I got to where I am today playing Modern Warfare 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, if you like my videos, please click subscribe to know when I upload new videos. And my name's CPlay Gaming. See you guys later.